Microsoft AI-102 exam practice questions with explanations are available in the video for you to study. You are developing the knowledge base. You use Azure Video Analyzer for media, previously Video Indexer, to obtain transcripts of webinars. You need to ensure that the solution meets the knowledge base requirements. What should you do? A. Create a custom language model. B. Configure audio indexing for videos only. C. Enable multi-language detection for videos. D. Build a custom person model for webinar presenters. The answer is B. Can search content in different formats, including video, audio and video insights, multi-channels. When indexing by one channel, partial result for those models will be available. Keywords extraction. Extracts keywords from speech and visual text. Named entities extraction. Extracts brands, locations, and people from speech and visual text via natural language processing, NLP. Topic inference. Makes inference of main topics from transcripts. The second-level IPTC taxonomy is included. Artifacts. Extracts rich set of, next level of details, artifacts for each of the models. Sentiment analysis. Identifies positive, negative, and neutral sentiments from speech and visual text. You are developing the knowledge base by using Azure Cognitive Search. You need to meet the knowledge base requirements for searching equivalent terms. What should you include in the solution? A. A synonym map. B. A suggester. C. A custom analyzer. D. A built-in key phrase extraction skill. You are developing the knowledge base by using Azure Cognitive Search. You need to meet the knowledge base requirements for searching equivalent terms. What should you include in the solution? A. A synonym map. B. A suggester. C. A custom analyzer. D. A built-in key phrase extraction skill. You are developing the knowledge base by using Azure Cognitive Search. You need to meet the knowledge base requirements for searching equivalent terms. What should you include in the solution? A. A synonym map. B. A suggester. C. A custom analyzer. D. A built-in key phrase extraction skill. The answer is C. Azure Form Recognizer is a cognitive service that lets you build automated data processing software using machine learning technology. Identify and extract text, key, value pairs, selection marks, tables, and structure from your documents. The service outputs structured data that includes the relationships in the original file, bounding boxes, confidence and more. Form Recognizer is composed of custom document processing models, pre-built models for invoices, receipts, IDs and business cards, and the layout model. You have a video indexer service that is used to provide a search interface over company videos on your company's website. You need to be able to search for videos based on who is present in the video. What should you do? A. Create a person model and associate the model to the videos. B. Create person objects and provide face images for each object. C. Invite the entire staff of the company to Video Indexer. D. Edit the faces in the videos. E. Upload names to a language model. The answer is A. Video Indexer supports multiple person models per account. Once a model is created, you can use it by providing the model ID of a specific person model when uploading, indexing or re-indexing a video. Training a new face for a video updates the specific custom model that the video was associated with. Note: Video Indexer supports face detection and celebrity recognition for video content. The celebrity recognition feature covers about 1 million faces based on commonly requested data sources such as IMDb, Wikipedia, and top LinkedIn influencers. Faces that aren't recognized by the celebrity recognition feature are detected but left unnamed. Once you label a face with a name, the face and name get added to your account's person model. Video Indexer will then recognize this face in your future videos and past videos. You have a chatbot that was built by using the Microsoft Bot Framework. You need to debug the chatbot endpoint remotely. Which two tools should you install on a local computer? Each correct answer presents part of the solution. Note: each correct selection is worth 1 point. Choose 2. A. Fiddler, B. Bot Framework Composer, C. Bot Framework Emulator, D. Bot Framework CLI, E. ngrok, F. Nginx. The answer is CE. Bot Framework Emulator is a desktop application that allows bot developers to test and debug bots, either locally or remotely. ngrok is a cross-platform application that allows you to expose a web server running on your local machine to the Internet. Essentially, what we'll be doing is using ngrok to forward messages from external channels on the web directly to our local machine to allow debugging, as opposed to the standard messaging endpoint configured in the Azure portal. You are building a multilingual chatbot. You need to send a different answer for positive and negative messages. Which two text analytics APIs should you use? Each correct answer presents part of the solution. Note: each correct selection is worth 1 point. Choose 2. A. Linked entities from a well-known knowledge base. B. Sentiment analysis. C. Key phrases. D. Detect language. E. Named entity recognition. The answer is BD. B. The Text Analytics API's sentiment analysis feature provides 2 ways for detecting positive and negative sentiment. If you send a sentiment analysis request, the API will return sentiment labels, such as negative, neutral, and positive, and confidence scores at the sentence and document level. D. The language detection feature of the Azure Text Analytics REST API evaluates text input for each document and returns language identifiers with a score that indicates the strength of the analysis. This capability is useful for content stores that collect arbitrary text, where language is unknown. You are building a bot on a local computer by using the Microsoft Bot Framework. The bot will use an existing language understanding model. You need to translate the language understanding model locally by using the Bot Framework CLI. What should you do first? A. From the Language Understanding portal, clone the model. B. Export the model as an LU file. C. Create a new speech service. D. Create a new language understanding service. The answer is B. You might want to manage the translation and localization for the language understanding content for your bot independently. Translate command in the Microsoft BFLU library takes advantage of the Microsoft Text Translation API to automatically machine translate LU files to one or more than 60+ languages supported by the Microsoft Text Translation Cognitive Service. What is translated? An LU file and optionally translate comments in the LU file. LU reference link texts. List of LU files under a specific path. You build a conversational bot named Bot1. You need to configure the bot to use a Q&A Maker application. From the Azure portal, where can you find the information required by Bot1 to connect to the Q&A Maker application? A. Access control, IAM. B. Properties. C. Keys and endpoint. D. Identity. The answer is C. Obtain values to connect your bot to the knowledge base 1. In the Q&A Maker site, select your knowledge base. 2. With your knowledge base open, select the Settings tab. Record the value shown for service name. This value is useful for finding your knowledge base of interest when using the Q&A Maker portal interface. It's not used to connect your bot app to this knowledge base. 3. Scroll down to find deployment details and record the following values from the Postman sample HTTP request. 4. Post, knowledge bases. Generate answer 5. Host. 6. Authorization. Endpoint key. You have a collection of 50,000 scanned documents that contain text. You plan to make the text available through Azure Cognitive Search. You need to configure an enrichment pipeline to perform optical character recognition, OCR, and text analytics. The solution must minimize costs. What should you attach to the skill set? A. A new computer vision resource. B. A free, limited enrichments, cognitive services resource. C. An Azure machine learning pipeline. D. A new cognitive services resource that uses the SO pricing tier. The answer is C. The Computer Vision API uses text recognition APIs to extract and recognize text information from images. Read uses the latest recognition models, and is optimized for large, text-heavy documents and noisy images. You are training a language understanding model for a user support system. You create the first intent named Get Contact Details and add 200 examples. You need to decrease the likelihood of a false positive. What should you do? A. Enable active learning. B. Add a machine-learned entity. C. Add additional examples to the Get Contact Details intent. D. Add examples to the none intent. The answer is A. Active learning is a technique of machine learning in which the machine-learned model is used to identify informative new examples to label. In LUIS, active learning refers to adding utterances from the endpoint traffic whose current predictions are unclear to improve your model.